So you want to know who were the winners and losers in this year's A-Level 2020 exam results. Hi everyone, my name's Sunny and welcome to my maths adventure. In this video, I'll be looking at this year's A-Level exam results in England and seeing who came out on top and who was at the bottom of this year's final A-Level exam results. Now, these results are from the exam regulator OFQUAL and are based on the final award to students. Now, the final grade will be based on either the centre assessment grade, which is the CAG, or the calculated grade. Now, I have had the chance to look through the data and it does make for interesting reading. There have been media reports about overinflated grades this year, and by the looks of the data, this does seem to be the case. Before we look at that data, I would really appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button if you're new here. It will really help to support the growth of my channel for the future. Thank you. Now let's look at the highest rises in this year's data. Just a caveat, I have actually added some extra columns for the percentage points increase and the percentage increase, which isn't represented in OFQUAL's official data sheet. Coming out on top this year was A-Level drama. Last year in 2019, the total of those that were awarded an A or higher was 18%. Now, according to the 2020 exam results, A-Level drama saw a rise of 21.2 percentage points, meaning a 118% increase in those being awarded an A or an A star. Second was A-Level music, which saw a 115% increase in the top grades awarded. And then in third was media studies with a 113% increase. Now, you don't have to be an expert to understand that these are large increases, not least because of the disparity between this year's and last year's figures, but also the increase compared to other A-Level subjects this year. Now, on to the lowest inflated A-Level subjects this year. Do you want to take a guess at what they were? Yes, you guessed right, it was A-Level mathematics and A-Level further mathematics, which were the least inflated grades this year. Surprisingly, and I was really surprised about this, coming in at the bottom was A-Level mathematics, which saw a 9 percentage point increase or a 22% increase in the number of students who received an A or an A star. In the penultimate position was A-Level further mathematics, which saw a 34% increase in the number of students receiving an A or an A star grade. And then above A-Level maths was A-Level economics, which saw an increase of 43% in the top grades awarded. As you can see, there is a significant disparity between the top grades awarded in certain subjects compared to others. So who were the winners and losers in this year's A-Level results? Nobody was. Yes, it was a bit of a clickbait title to suggest that there were winners and losers in this year's A-Level results. For me, and this is going to be a controversial opinion on everything, I feel everyone done the best they could under the exceptional circumstances that we've all been under. The government had to come up with some sort of plan for cancelled exams. Teachers had the pressure of calculating their students' grades. Exam regulators had to design an algorithm promptly. Students didn't know what was going to happen. So looking at all the conditions holistically, I think everyone done the best they could considering the amount of immense pressure everybody was under. If you were an A-Level mathematics student who feels hard done by because you missed out on an A or an A star compared to perhaps a drama or media studies A-Level student this year, then you're just going to have to accept the decision and move on from it. The best thing you can do right now is start preparing for the next stage of your life, whatever that might be. Now, I completely understand that some of you may have missed out on a university place. Some of you may have missed out on taking exams altogether this year, like mature students who didn't get an opportunity to get a centre assessment grade and now have to wait till the next exam series to be able to do their exams. However, these are the current circumstances and we just need to make the best of the situation we have right now. You can use the next year to perhaps find a job and start working and start saving a pot of money for university in 2021. Or perhaps you're a mature student who missed out on receiving a centre assessment grade. If you are one of those people, perhaps you can just keep on revising, keeping that knowledge fresh in your mind until you're ready to do the exams. Whatever your current situation, just keep moving forward and just keep going. Keep your head held up high. I nearly waited 26 years to be able to do my GCSE mathematics exam again and have the opportunity to study A-level further mathematics. Surely one extra year won't hurt. So wherever you are in the world, study hard, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.